So what you need to know about this fight is that first phase is a gargoyle, a possessed, and 2 imps. The 2 imps only spawn if you kill the gargoyle. If you kill the possessed, nothing happens. But killing the gargoyle is going to spawn the 2 imps. Phase 2 isn't going to spawn until you've killed the 2 imps, so you need to kill those. Then there's a Caco Demon, 2 gargoyles, Caco Demon, 2 gargoyles, a possessed, and 2 zombies that spawn outside that you need to kill. So for some reason, the Caco Demon spawns in the death plane basically, and he pretty much kills himself. So you need to kill everything, 2 zombies included, as well as the gargoyle for the doors to open. And you can skip this fight to kill the Hell Knight. You can just skip the fight, pick up Blood Punch, and you'll. So after this section, you want to, assuming you're going for 100%, you want to pick up the secret. And there are 2 possessed, which are downstairs already. And as soon as you get there, there's a Hell Knight that's going to spawn, and you need to kill the 2 possessed and the Hell Knight. Ah. As soon as you kill both, you'll have cleared the arena and the door will open. So for this arena, there are 2 gargoyles and an imp that spawn in front of the arena, and you should kill them because if you don't, they'll run into the arena and you'll have to kill them afterwards. So the arena itself, the first phase is 2 Caco Demons, 3 possessed warriors, and 2 imps. The phase won't move forward until you've killed the Caco Demon. If you kill everything else, oops. Just stuck with the Caco Demon. So as soon as you kill the Caco Demon, the second Caco Demon is third actually Caco Demon is going to spawn. Oops. And he spawns right there. He actually spawns as soon as the first Caco Demon is staggered. Then in the same place there's an Arachnotron that spawns with 2 imps that come to join the fun. And there's a second imp. Oops. That's the arena. So the next fight is a Super Gore Nest. If you're going for 100% with no major glitches, I'd advise doing it now. Because otherwise you'd want to do it after getting that. Well, you have to do it after getting dash because you can't get to the monkey bars. But as soon as when you get dash, you'll be exiting and you'll be wanting to go straight. So going right again, just going to lose a bit of time. So to get there, you need to jump boost over the ledge. It's not necessarily a very easy jump. Double jump here. You want to jump when you're at the apex of your jump and when you're not when you're falling down afterwards. Otherwise you won't make it. So the secret gore nest spawns 2 Caco Demons. What I try to do is get one staggered from afar, get the second one staggered while I'm close. I don't think I got him. Yeah. That's probably my favorite method of doing it. Ideally, you could use the 3 chainsaw pips after you kill the first one, to chainsaw the second. But I have 3 chainsaw pips right now, but I'm not sure in routing won't use them earlier. We won't need them afterwards, so that what I just did works as well. So the arena after picking up dash is pretty straightforward. A Hell Knight spawns, and you need to kill him. The second phase is a Caco Demon and I believe a Possessed. They both spawn regardless of whether or not you've actually killed the Hell Knight. They spawn after you've done a certain amount of damage to him. What's interesting is that you can kill the Caco Demon and phase 3 will spawn, which is I believe an Arachnotron. 2 imps. Sorry, it's 2 imps and another Hell Knight, not Arachnotron. So we're going to have 1 full health there, Hell Knight, and 1 damage Hell Knight. So he's this one's almost dead. So you might want to kill the Caco Demon as soon as he spawns, because he spawns the other Hell Knight and the rest of the fight, so you don't have to wait for that when it's done. So kill the imps, kill the fodder, and that's that. So the first fight of map 2 of Exultia is pretty straightforward. You have 2 imps, 2 possessed, so 2 imps, 2 possessed. There's a gargoyle hanging around over there. There's a phase 2 that only spawns when you get to the ledge over there, and that won't spawn even if you've killed everything here. So let's just kill everything here. So I've cleared this phase and yet the spawn, so phase 2 is not spawning. So phase 2 is a Hell Knight, a Caco Demon, and 2 possessed. The 2 possessed are generally annoying because they're hard to find. They can set you back, so keep them in mind. But these guys will only spawn as soon as you get here. So that's the Hell Knight. Sorry, there's 2 gargoyles as well. That's the Caco Demon. Ugh. It's the second possessed, so that's the arena. So for this fight, it starts off with 1 Arachnotron, 1 Revenant, 2 Imps, and a Gargoyle. So Arachnotron, the Revenant. I think the Imps spawn the Gargoyle like a bit later. Don't spawn immediately, yeah. So here's the Gargoyle. And I heard the Imps. 1 Imp. It's 1 Gargoyle. 1 Imp. It's a zombie. Oi. One Imp. 1 Gargoyle. Saw 2 Imps there. Yeah, 2 Imps over there. So basically have 2 Imps, 1 Gargoyle, 1 Revenant, and 1 Arachnotron that'll spawn. So the game, this fight has in reserve, we'll call them in reserve, it has an additional 10 Imps and an additional 8 Gargoyles. So if you kill the Gargoyles throughout the fight, a maximum of 8 more will respawn. If you kill the Imps throughout the fight, a maximum of 10 more spawn. So the basic lesson is you don't want to kill them. I'll show you what I mean by in reserve. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but as I said, if you kill them, they'll respawn up to a maximum of 10 for the imps and a maximum of 8 for the gargoyle. So the imp for the 10 for the imps and 8 for the gargoyle. Saw the gargoyle there. So we've killed 2 gargoyles, 3 imps, 4 gargoyles, 4 imps. There comes another gargoyle. That's 3 gargoyles, 4 imps. Oops. It's 5 imps. It's 5 gargoyles. 6 gargoyles. I mean, this goes on basically until you've killed at maximum 12 imps, because it's the 2 that spawn plus a 10 in reserve, or at maximum 9 gargoyles, because it's the 1 that spawns plus the 8 in reserve. So we'll do the fight again, but this time we won't kill anything except for the bosses. So there's an Arachnotron and a Revenant. So see the imp spawn, I'll try to not kill any during the fight, sorry. So we've killed the Revenant and the Arachnotron, which spawns a Hell Knight and 2 Possessed. And it always spawn a Hell Knight and 2 Possessed. So there are no Possessed in reserves, so if you kill the Possessed, none will respawn, so you can kill the Possessed. If we kill the Hell Knight, an Cacodemon's going to respawn. Not respawn, but going to spawn. After that, there's one Arachnotron and another one after that that's going to spawn. So there should be some ammo here. And there's another Arachnotron that should spawn, yeah. So you've killed all the bosses. There aren't any more bosses, so there's a single there's a single gargoyle in principle. Or there are 2. Well, never mind. There's 2 imps, 2 possessed, and I see 2 gargoyles, which I'm a bit surprised. Should be only 1, but 1 gargoyle, 2 gargoyles, yeah. 1 gargoyle, 2 gargoyles, yeah. So now if we kill all of this fodder, none of it will respawn, and you've cleared the fight. So for this fight, you want to focus on the bosses, the possessed, and you don't want to kill the gargoyles and the imps, because they respawn in large numbers. So for the upcoming fight, and in the goo, there's nothing exceptional to do. There are 6 zombies, 1 possessed, 2 imps, and a Cacodemon we need to kill. Nothing spawns, everything's in the arena, so you just have to kill it. There are a few things we can do to kind of optimize our way around, because to avoid being in the goo as much as possible. When falling here, you can try and get a speed boost. Get to the breakable wall there a bit faster. I'm not sure how efficient that is, because you can be pretty efficient just like this. So I've just killed 2 zombies here. You want to kill the 3rd one here. But there are a couple of ways to navigate the arena. The way I used to do it, pretty much cheese my way around it and just jump boost my way out so I could get some high ground and manage the arena. But if you don't want to use any major glitches, there's another way around that. Just because the arena wasn't very well designed, and there's a spot in the arena where you're outside the goo early on. So to do what I just did, it's pretty simple. You jump, dash, dash, break the wall, jump again. You need to keep your double jump for after breaking the wall. Jump, dash, dash, break the wall, and jump again. So you can keep your momentum and gain some height as well. So as I was saying, what you might want to do to navigate the arena is around here. Actually jump, oops, assuming he's not in your way. Jump and dash your way over here, which is a good spot to be because you have a good view of the battlefield. kill these two zombies that spawn in the back that are pretty annoying. Also have access to this high ground over here. So again, oh, well, he just died. From this section you killed the two possessed that are over here. And you also have good access to the 3 zombies that are over here as well. And that's the arena. So the first Slayer Gate, there are basically 2 phases. The first phase have trash mobs you need to kill, and you need to kill a certain amount to actually spawn the second phase. And in the second phase, we're going to have boss mobs with some perpetually spawning trash mobs. So the perpetually spawning trash mobs are basically 2 imps and 2 gargoyles. Sometimes it's 3 gargoyles, 1 imp. Sometimes there's no imp. It kind of oscillates. It's not perfectly consistent, but it doesn't really matter. What you need to keep in mind is that the trash you kill in the second phase will always respawn. I tried a run where I killed above 60 gargoyles, just the gargoyles ignoring the bosses, and well, they kept coming and coming, so I'm pretty confident there's an infinite amount of trash mobs in the second phase. But in the first phase, so you have these 2 types of enemies, you have the gargoyles and the imps. You basically have, I'm not exactly sure, but I think you have 6 of each. Something around 12, so between 12 and 14 mobs on the map. And you need to kill, I haven't found a consistent number, and I don't think it's a consistent number, but it's between 20 and 24 mobs in order to push to phase 2. So it doesn't matter which, but you need to kill basically around 20 mobs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm purposefully avoiding group kills so I can keep count. 13, 14, 15. I don't think, sure that was a kill. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, Revenant and the Knight spawn. So now you have Revenant, Knights. You have a Revenant, 1 Knight, 2 Revenants. There's a third one that'll spawn and a second Knight that's going to spawn as well. So you still have all the trash from the earlier fight. Oh, they killed the trash. I'm pretty sure if you have too much trash on the map, it kind of despawns, or it just plays very passively until you have basically either 2 gargoyles and 2 imps. It's not that relevant. It's more just I would like to know, like, for sure, have a good understanding. But the basic idea is that these trash mobs are going to spawn continuously if you kill them. And you can kill them all day long. It's not going to affect the map. So it's 3 imps, a gargoyle, another gargoyle. I won't spend too much time, sorry, doing this, but just want to prove my point that they'll eventually respawn. all the time. And so you'll have basically, as I said, 2 imps, 2 gargoyles. It's not always the case. Here you have 2 imps. You can see 2 gargoyles. I think I saw 3 imps. It's not perfect. Two imps, 3 imps, 2 gargoyles. So it doesn't work perfectly, but basically the fodder will respawn for as long as you're playing. So you want to focus on the bosses as soon as they spawn, and the order in which you kill the bosses really has no importance. It won't, for instance, at first I thought if I killed a couple of bosses, more fodder would spawn, but it isn't the case. You'll still be stuck with 2 imps, 2 gargoyles, or basically 4 trash mobs, pretty much. So 2 imps, 2 gargoyles. Ugh. So, as I was saying, you have 4 trash mobs left. All you have to do is clear them. Once you've cleared the boss, they won't respawn. Well, there's 5 here. Probably a respawn that came a bit late, but once you kill the boss, they won't respawn. And you've cleared your Slayer gate. So, moral of the story, want to kill as many as you can early on, and then just mow down the bosses. So the last fight is probably a fight that's been worked on at the moment because it's in any percent. So when I see a good strat to get it done, watch any percent. What's interesting is there's a difference in spawns between whether you've loaded the last checkpoint, whether come here, let's say organically, you've just finished a puzzle, you've landed, and the fight spawns. If you've just come here, let's say organically, you're just playing the game and you haven't loaded a checkpoint, or you're playing Ultra Nightmare, for instance, you're going to have a lot more fodder. You're going to have 4 imps and 4 possessed running around, whereas right now you only have 2 imps and 2 possessed. In both cases, you have pretty much 12 imps total, 10 imps total, and 12 imps, 12 possessed, let's say, in reserve. So if I start killing the soldiers, they'll respawn over the map. That was interesting. They'll respawn over the map until I've killed pretty much 12 of them. So if you're coming from Ultra Nightmare, you're going to have to kill 12 of them as well if you keep just killing them during the fight. So killing imps and soldiers is not useful because they respawn. It's not infinitely, but they respawn a lot. So they really are, they're bullet sponges. But there's no point in killing them. So what you want to do is obviously focus on the Arachnotron. So as you saw, once the Arachnotron is damaged, you don't have to kill it, you don't have to stagger it. Right? You're going to have a Revenant that's going to spawn, and a Hell Knight. Just going to double check what else spawns. Okay, so nothing else apart from the Revenant and the Hell Knight spawns. What's interesting is that killing the Revenant does not trigger the next phase. Staggering the Hell Knight does. So the Hell Knight is dead. The Revenant is dead, and nothing else has spawned. but as soon as you start damaging, staggering, get him staggered, you heard the Caco Demon that spawned way over there. That's coming your way. So the Caco Demon spawns with 2 gargoyles. Pretty much same that applies to most of what I've seen so far, which is if you kill the gargoyles, there are only 2 gargoyles. You don't have any in reserve. So if you kill the 2 gargoyles, you won't have any gargoyles left on the field and gargoyles won't respawn. Contrarily to the imps and soldiers, they kill, so there are 2 imps right now on this field. Oh. Do you actually have gargoyles in reserve? So I guess 3 gargoyles spawn with the Caco Demon too. Sure, I killed 3. I'll review the VOD and update the doc, but I'm pretty sure I killed 3 there. So, as I was saying, if you keep killing these guys, they'll respawn. Not indefinitely, but they'll respawn significantly. I said pretty much 10 and 12. So, there really is no point. There's a point in killing gargoyles because they don't respawn. So you see, I have an imp, I have a possessed, two possessed, another imp on the field somewhere. So if you kill the Caco Demon, an Arachnotron spawns there. And once you've killed the Arachnotron, all you have to do is clear the fodder. There's the last imp over there. Last imp over there, and if you kill him, you're done with the fight. Just gonna make a quick backup of the save. So there you have it.